Each one will have 3 minutes.
You're ready to go.
Yep.
So I know most of you guys, but for those of you who I don't know, my name is Connor Ginsberg, and I am running for the Director of Alumni Finance and Membership. So just really quick, just to give you guys my background a little bit. I've actually spent the last 5 years working in the sports industry, so a year at ESPN and then 4 years at Octagon, which is a global sports marketing agency. So like some of you other people, also doing kind of the career switch and have a little bit of that insight. But since I don't have much time, I'll kind of jump into it really quick and hopefully give you guys an idea of what my focus will be if you guys give me a chance and elect me. So I guess I kind of look at it in two different ways, the finance and membership piece and then the alumni. In terms of the finance and membership, I think it's pretty simple, but at the same time crucially important to the club. Just maintaining the financial health. I guess the first thing would be maintaining the financial health of the club, making sure we're on budget. But I think just as important is making sure that the initiatives that all of you, and speaking with the other senior leadership, find important are getting the funding they deserve. And I think that's kind of the second piece that's really important. In terms of the alumni, I think there's really two pillars that I'm hoping to address. And we have a strong alumni network, a passionate alumni network, but at the same time, I think there's still some room to leverage them some more. So I think the first thing would be to increase the number of alumni engagements that all of us have, and then of course the second would be to, I think, make them a little bit more impactful, not necessarily improve the quality, but change the nature of them a little bit. So I guess delving a little bit more into those in terms of increasing them, I hope to work with the VP of Alumni Relations of SGA and hopefully kind of take advantage when alumni are on campus or even in the DC area. So if they're in coming back for homecoming, events like that, hope to really leverage that and have a chance for us to get in front of them in a little bit of a less formal setting. And I think that really leads into changing the nature of how we interact with them. Consulting Trek, Consulting Day are fantastic. I personally, as a career switcher, got a ton out of them. But I also hope to kind of develop a program where it's a little bit of a smaller group. You get to interact with them in a setting where they're not meeting 100 people every day, and get a chance to really get to know them on a little bit more of a genuine level. And hopefully we can do that, leverage when they're in town, and also kind of get a chance to be in smaller groups. And those have kind of been the most impactful opportunities that I've had. And so those are kind of the focus that I'll have from an alumni perspective and also from a finance perspective, if you guys give me a chance. So thank you.
Any questions? All right.
No. Thanks,
Next.
Connor.
Start. All right. So I'm Heather Kelly, and I'm also running for the Director of Alumni Finance and Membership. I think Connor and I have pretty much very similar plans if you read our letters of intent. So I don't think I have that much different to say than what he just said, but I'm going to go ahead and go with it. So I talked to the current Director of Alumni Membership and Finance, and he was telling me about kind of the current state of affairs. So like finance has transitioned over from kind of completely in the control of the club, and now it's transitioned into kind of the program office. So there should be less kind of management of the finance side for the finance director. So there'll be more time to commit to the alumni side. I think that's the part of this position that has the most potential for growth and for change. And so as my predecessor also was talking about, I'd like to kind of increase the number of events with alumni that are more informal, so do things like alumni happy hours, more alumni community service events, really work with a VP of social to make some of these more informal events so that people get to know each other with the recent alumni and even the not so recent alumni, and really get to know each other as people versus at the consulting day and consulting track, it's very much networking, and it'd be nice just to get to know people, get to know more about them on a personal basis at kind of these kind of events. So that was what I was hoping to do with this, and also to just increase communications, especially with the current alumni. We have so many alumni in consulting and in the DC area that I don't think we're leveraging as much as we could be. As far as the finance and membership side, I was a program manager in my previous role in a nonprofit, and I have a lot of experience with managing different program budgets and things like that, so I'm pretty sure I can handle the finance side. And I also have experience recruiting people for events, planning events, things of that nature. So I think I can manage to recruit the first years for the program. And I'm just really interested in this role also in getting to know the first years, bringing them into the fold, kind of introducing them to consulting and what the consulting club has to offer to them, and just helping the consulting club to continue to grow and be an important part of the Georgetown, McDonough, just networking and everything else that goes on here. Thank you.
Questions, anybody? No? Okay. Oh,
Yes. Sorry, I agreed to it for the phone. What do you think is the biggest challenge when you're going to be doing, I presume, like outreach with alumni and maybe that haven't been engaged with us in several years? What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge that you'll face with that?
I mean, I think the biggest challenge is going to be tracking people down. So just, there is alumni databases that are available, but a lot of them haven't been updated. A lot of people's emails haven't been updated. People have changed jobs. I think the biggest task is just going to be tracking people down, finding out their new email addresses, finding out where they currently are. I think a lot of people would love to get involved with MSB again, especially if they're in the DC area and they haven't, come back to campus in 5 years. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, is just, figuring out ways to contact everyone. Anyone else?
Cool. There we go.